Firstly, I just want to say thank you, America, for having me in your country. Love it. And thank you to you and them and whatever this all is.
We're all in this together.
We're all in this together.
Yeah.
Very quickly, I just want to say that I found your teachings and everything that you do about 2 years ago when I was 21, and I'm 23 now. My life is completely transformed. I mean, every day is like this. Like it always was. Like I'm that really hyper individual. You give me a shitty situation, I'll find the good in it. Because I just listen to your teachings. Like whenever I walk into something, it's like, Abraham, don't think that. Like that, right? Life has been wonderful in every area, in relationships with people, in business. Like the dollars just flow in. I'm not the smartest guy, I don't have the highest IQ, but everything just shows up. Everything just shows up. And the work that I do is similar of this vibration. We travel around the world, a team that I'm a part of, and we spread the message of positivity, of this work, law of attraction, spirituality, incorporated with business as well, and entrepreneurship, because we believe that there's a lot of people who are spiritual and on this path, but don't live that abundance life.
People are holding back because they're mimicking each other, and they don't want to make waves in the environment around them.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then there's the people that are living the business life, but they would not smile at you, and they're not happy within, and they don't have love within, and they don't know what love is. So that's the mission that we're on, and it's going beautifully. My thing where I'm at right now is a 23-year-old.
So it's helpful for you to know, because you defined some groups of people, and that's a common thing. People do define groups of people. That's one of the things that you do, is you observe and compare. It's all part of the step one process. But it will be helpful for you. You're already doing it, but we want to speak it here. For you to, as you identify those groups as you just described to us, to acknowledge that some of them are under the influence of source and some of them aren't in every one of those groups. The businessmen are not all in that group as you described it. Yeah. Also, you're not wanting to change them. You're wanting to activate within them who they really are, so that their powerful law of attraction can call them home to who they really are. Yeah.
And a few things that you've said here today has really give me aha moments in that element, when we speak about the manipulation side of things and calling people to their inner being through source energy. I loved all of that today.
There's something about observing a situation that can help or hinder. If it's a good situation, it can help you. In other words, if you teach, and we've done this through the years a lot, if you teach someone to look for the positive aspects in conditions, that's better than looking for the negative aspects in conditions. But there's still something wonky about looking to the condition for the way you feel, because it's like when Esther began writing best-selling books, several of them were on the New York Times bestseller list, a couple of them #1 on the New York Times bestseller list, and her publisher said, don't read your reviews, because the reviews that are pleasing will uplift you, and the reviews that are not pleasing will take you down. What we're saying to you is there is a step beyond where most people are teaching, that if you will take that step, people will get faster results. And there are plenty of them in these successful business enterprises that are ready to hear that from you, because positive words and positive attitude, blah, 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 blah. It's so 10 years ago and 20 years ago. It's all about energy and vibration and connection and alignment and true power, true empowerment, you see. It's a little brave to do it, but you've got to take that step past just looking for happy things in your environment to the environment is a reflection of your happy thoughts. Find your happy thoughts and let the environment reflect it. Don't try to use the environment to promote more happy thoughts. Did you hear that?
Beautiful. Nice.
That's the distinction. It's subtle, but it's big.
So with where I'm at right now in every aspect of life, I'm extremely satisfied. I'm very happy, very appreciative of everything, but I'm interested.
It keeps more coming.
Yes.
Is there contrast that's propelling anything out there? Are you so Mr. I teach positive conversation that you don't let yourself receive the benefit of a contrasting moment that calibrates something new into your vortex?
That's what I wanted to talk about, is because I'm ready for, I say I'm ready. I want to be careful with my words when I'm speaking with Source.
We don't want you to be careful with your words. We want you to own them.
Own them, okay.
We don't want you to be careful about anything. We want the way you feel to be known by you, and we don't want you to cover up the way you feel with words. We want you to feel it and understand that in this moment when you're feeling something that you know you shouldn't be feeling, you don't want to feel it, it's not what you teach, but you're feeling it just the same. You're feeling it for a reason, and it is simultaneously, as it's calibrating what you don't want, it is calibrating what you do want, and that's the expansion that you come for, that is necessary, that you want, and it's a good thing. We don't want to give you all the impression that you should be just all the time walking around and smiling and saying positive words. We want you to feel what you're feeling and calibrate it upwards always. And eventually, you're a person like you, feeling good most of the time. Mm-hmm. But you're a teacher. The most wonderful thing that a teacher could do, Dad, this is the most wonderful thing that a teacher could do. You're having one of those moments, a knee-jerk moment, and your emotions have got the better of you, and you are behaving not as you mean to, but you realize it because you're used to feeling good, and this is weird. Sort of like you get something nasty in your mouth, you want to spit it out, even if it's not good manners. So you say to your children or whoever it is, oh, I'm off kilter, I don't feel good, I've lost my groove, I'm going to go off and get feeling better, and when I do, I'll be back. Then go off and get feeling better, and when you feel better, come back, so that you're demonstrating mastery of your own vibration.
Nice. Thank you.
Yeah.